Hello, everyone. This is Brittany, the Lone Star Wholesaler, coming back to you with another real estate related video. Today, I am going to share with you how I calculate the ARV or after repair value of a home that I'm analyzing to see if it's a deal or no deal. This is also the value that I will pass on to my real estate end buyer to let them know how much they will actually be able to sell the home once they fixed it up and ready to put it back on the real estate market. The property that we're assessing today is 10243 Blackjack Oaks Drive. And I am using redfin.com as my source of numbers and research to calculate my ARV. Redfin is an online MLS website, and they will allow you to search homes right here for free, but you do have to have a registered account with them. So the first step I do is I scroll down here once I've typed in the address of our property we're researching. And what I love about Redfin is that in this area here, it will show you a handful of properties that have sold within the area of the home that you're looking at, which is great. And this is where I chose the properties that I will use to calculate the ARV. There is also one more section way down here where it will give you a broader list of nearby sold homes. And this may or may not be the homes that you saw in that first section that I just showed you. I typically like to pick 3 properties. Picking 3 properties is ideal. And I pick these properties based off specific criteria. The number of bedrooms, the number of bathrooms, the square feet, the year built, and the area that the property is in, meaning I want properties that are within half a mile of the property that I am assessing or less than that. For the 3 properties that I chose today, some of the criteria does not fit exactly, but I will explain some of the little tinkers as far as why I still chose some of the properties, even though they do not necessarily line up completely with the criteria that I spelled out. So again, I look at the number of bedrooms, the number of bathrooms, square feet, year built, and how close it is within the property that I am assessing. And I also like properties that have been sold within 90 days of the date that I'm doing my research. Because to me, within 90 days, that's reflecting current pricing, current retail pricing on the real estate market. So let's go and look at the first property that I chose, which was this one, 2671 Clayton Oaks Drive. And I have the house profile pulled up. Now, these are properties, by the way, when I chose Blackjack Oaks Drive, this is not a property that I currently have under contract. This is just a property that I randomly chose in order to show you how I calculate my ARV. So here we have Clayton Oaks Drive. So it was sold May 31st, 2017. It has 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, like our subject property, which is awesome. And it has 1,349 square feet, which is great. It's within 35 square feet of our property. It was built in 1985. So this house is a little older than our subject property, which is okay. So let's actually go on to the next one. One thing that I do want to point out, I will go ahead and notate that the last list price for this property was $1,085. And what I found with further research that I do on another website, that this last list price is typically what the house sold for, if not a little bit less. I don't always go and do that extra research, but the research that I've done in the past showed me that what the house actually sold for, meaning there might have been other negotiations after this last list price, but whatever that the house sold for is typically not a lot less than what I see here. So that works out great for me. The next property is 10408 Cork Oak Circle. And this property is within 0.3 miles of our subject property, which is great. It's also 3-bedroom, it's 2 bath, and the square feet is 1440, which also works out for us as well. It's a little bit bigger than our subject property, but that's okay as well. I like to be within 100 square feet of our subject property, and this property is within that. All right. I want to also note here, we're going to go on to the third property. So the third property is 10364 Whittingham Drive. The last list price was $119,900. It's a 3-bedroom, but this is a one and a half bath, so it doesn't fit our subject property perfect because it's a 3-2, but that's okay. And I say that because when we start looking at the square feet, it's actually within our criteria. It's 8 to 9 square feet smaller than our subject property. And it was built in 1986. Again, it is a little older than our subject property, but that's okay as well. Okay. So again, the ARV, you just want to get a good ballpark figure. And I typically like to be conservative with my number. And what I mean by that is that I calculate this and it may be, a few $1,000s less than the true market value, but we're just trying to get an educated, good estimate in order to assess if this will be a deal or no deal for us. And I'm going to go back to the profile of our property, 10243 Blackjack Oaks Drive. What I also want to point out is that the properties that I chose are typically the ones that are priced on the higher side. Meaning once I go through all these properties, I'm scrolling and I'm matching up. Okay, does it have the same bedroom, similar bathroom, square feet? What I also look at is the price. I want the houses that are on the higher side. Because that reflects to me retail pricing versus something that was a lot lower, to me reflects investor pricing, and that's not what we're trying to calculate. Okay, so I made a little cheat sheet that I would like to share just to kind of keep all of my details in line. And so I'm going to show that to you now. Okay, so here I have all the details spelled out. I have the subject property at the top, which is Blackjack Oaks Drive. This is not some special form, but I just created it in order to keep up with the details when I'm assessing the ARV. So house number 1, I have Clayton Oaks Drive with all its details, its pricing, bed and bath, square foot, year built, and also the proximity to our house. House 2, Cork Oak Circle, and I also spelled out the details of this home as well. And I also did the same thing for house number 3. I didn't put them in any particular order because to me, order for what I'm trying to do does not mean anything. So down here, I just plugged in what the last list price was that we got from Redfin for house 1, 2, and 3. So I divide them by 3 and bam, when you calculate that, that is our ARV, which in this case is $116,100. And so this is what I would use in order to calculate my repairs with the formula that I use. This is also what I would communicate in my advertisement if I did say, hey, this was a deal, I'm going to get it under contract. This will be the number that I will use on my advertisement to let investors know what they will be able to sell the house for on the retail market once they fix it up and need to sell it. So that wraps up this video on how I calculate ARV, which means after repair value, for homes that I'm assessing if they are deals or no deals as a real estate wholesaler. Again, my name is Brittany, the Lone Star Wholesaler, and I hope this video was helpful. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you all in my next video. You all take care and have a great day.